kind of be okay with a little plush of
A
bird.
a call to all of Josh's subscribers: get in touch with your friends who make merch. We have to make a plush of his bird.
No.
Yes, it's just a small little one.
No.
He'll even have the little anchor bracelet on.
But no.
Yes, this will be so good.
Okay, so literally no one has mentioned the bracelet. I'm so happy about that.
Oh, like no one's asked you about it?
Yeah, like anytime I'm playing, I'd like, because I don't have my jacket on, so like.
Right, but I mean, like, it's just a cute accessory.
I guess.
So. Yeah.
I just don't want like people out in the wild to ask about it.
Oh, so what is that little bracelet? It's really cute.
It's just a bracelet.
What's it say on it? Does it say something?
It says Echo.
Echo. Oh, what is that? What does that mean?
It's that new Marvel movie coming out.
And then all of a sudden you'll get the other one in the wild that actually knows what you're wearing, and they're just like, Echo.
But then,
Yeah, but they won't because they'll out themselves too.
That's true. Well, they may not say anything out loud.
Want to be like an Echo fan, like out in the wild.
I feel like people don't want to be known as a gay furry out in the wild.
I guess.
You have to see.
Like in like a group of friends, it's fine, but like out in the wild, it's kind of like
a little sketch. But see, if that ever happens, you can just give them the playlist.
No.
Josh, you have to reach people if you want to expand.
I don't want people I talk to out in the wild. I can't like if like any of like the even my acquaintances, like card game acquaintances, find that, I would kill myself.
You don't want the fellas down at the shop to ask you questions
No.
about your playthrough.
No.
Hey Josh, I found your YouTube channel.
Oh, but what if they?
Oh, so only one of them found it, but he's like, "Don't worry, I won't mention it."
Oh, that's cool.
So I was like, "Oh, thanks."
Well, so what if they look up like, say like a D Brigade like build or something?
It's a good thing none of them care. It's a good thing I'm the only one that mains that deck.
The only one who plays that color.
Yeah.
Yep. Or what if they want to look up ghost game content?
No one cares, but that's a TV series for literal 4-year-olds. No one really cares.
Fair enough. It's okay. Don't worry, Josh.
It's the way Digimon should be.
We'll get your name out there.
No.
We'll get people watching your content.
Fucking no.
You're gonna hit that 1 mil. You're swimming in that.
Man.
No, because then people will be
1 mil.
wanting me to go to like FurCon.
Oh, dude. Imagine so if you got a paid for trip to Anthrocon, would you go?
Oh, no.
If you got a guest pass, if you had your hotel paid for, would you go? And would you go and speak at a panel? Would you do it?
Oh no.
I regret my decisions that I have done today.
Like, oh, I got
that I've
really
done
sick.
The last few months.
I'd feel like I'd need to like wear a bird head
So that no one could
knows
see
my
your face. Yeah, valid.
How about instead you wear Heisenberg from Breaking Bad? That way people will not suspect a thing. They might think you're Bryan Cranston.
like what Bryan Cranston did at Comic-Con one year. He walked around wearing a fake Walter White like mask. And then like when he showed up to the panel and got on stage, he got up there and took off the mask and it was just his face but smaller because it was the same fucking thing. It was very good.
Oh my god, that's so stupid.
It's such a huge
It was
bring.
the best.
It's so wonderful. Oh boy, how
I don't think I could like stand in front of a panel.
You don't think so?
It can be pretty intense.
You could take Issa with you.
Man, he would straight up say no because it's a FurCon.
I know.
You're gonna be up there.
He would be up there.
Why would I have to go?
Yeah.
Nobody would.
You'd be wearing a t-shirt that said "The Thrill of the Real."
Not my channel. It's not my channel. Is the Thrill of the Real my legacy?
I'll make it your legacy.
Is this what history will remember me for? Because if so, this sucks.
You were so proud of it when you said it.
It's really funny, and I still stand by it, but it's not my whole personality. I'm a person. I'm more than just the thrill of the real. I promise.
Well, people are just like, bird boy.
You're a bird boy.
Yeah.
I'm not a bird boy.
I sometimes occasional Leo simp, but only occasionally.
It's okay. Only occasionally. It's fine. It's fine.
Look, all men of culture know he's just the most eligible bachelor in all of fiction.
All of fiction. All created medium. There is only one king.
Thy name is Leo.
You're absurd. Oh,
But he's
my
just so
God.
nice, though.
I mean, he's a pleasant guy.
He's just not. He's so caring.
I'd probably hang out with him.
I think everyone would hang out with him. Like he's
He's
jockey, but not too jockey.
yeah, he's not. Well, I mean, in high school, it seemed like he kind of got to that like annoying jock phase.
Yeah, but that's a high school phase.
Yeah,
like,
it's kind of hard to be like an annoying jock unless you like
Seems the
stay
older
super
he
into
gets,
football.
The more he starts leaning into like dad humor.
yeah, that's great.
It's
Yeah.
true, but also at the same time, he's kind of like he doesn't want to move on. He can't emotionally mature because of his past
He does
trauma.
have growing up to do.
He can't emotionally mature because of his trauma
No, but that's why you have his epilogue.
in his route.
Yeah,
Yes.
see, that's canon one.
Yeah, see, I'm fine with that being the canon one because Kudzu,
Kudzu
Kudzu is there.
Kudzu wins the chase bowl.
Yeah, but is that really worth winning? Like,
Well, you think about how many men were kind of macking on Chase, and it's like, really, Chase?
I mean, if you think about how many people period just mac on Chase while he's in town, it's kind of ridiculous.
yeah,
I mean, Chase, come on.
yeah,
Like,
really.
There
Like,
is.
Chase-
I mean,
Look, I believe it in Smoke Room.
I would pick Micah over Chase.
Oh, I wouldn't do that.
I probably would.
I would probably date Chase over Mike.
I just aesthetically, I think I like Micah more than Chase.
I mean, sure.
He'd be nicer for me to look at.
Yeah.
He's also funnier.
And you also like ska, right?
No, TJ likes
TJ
ska.
likes
TJ
it.
likes
Would you
ska.
date TJ?
No, I'd probably.
I thought Micah said you like ska.
TJ said he likes ska. Micah mentioned ska in that one part. I don't know if he said he likes it. He mentioned ska, and then TJ's like, I like ska, which was great. I would be cordial with TJ. I would shake his hand, ask him how his
I'd
day
probably
is.
be like friends with TJ
Right,
I would
right.
tease him so much
every day.
every day.
I'd hang out with this friend group, but I would probably beat up Flynn at some point.
Why?
Just because his aggression is
He's an
really...
asshole.
His aggression is only so tolerable, and it's kind of annoying.
I think the one that
Plus he's kind of
I would
a
hang
wimp.
out with the most is Carl.
Yeah, but Carl's just so chill. I'd be
He's
like,
so
yo,
chill.
let's go hang out.
Let's
I
go
feel like I
hang
would
out.
like Carl more if
Yeah.
like Orlando from Password didn't exist.
Are they basically the same character?
They're basically the same character.
And you like Orlando more?
Yeah.
Ah.
Because he's Carl, but without the hangups.
Oh, shit. So, like, the ideal man.
Yeah, and he's just like, yo, I'll be your wingman.
I'll be your wingman. Let's go.
Yeah, he sets you up on a date with Dean. And
Oh,
it's
that's
super
cute. That's
he
so
like
fun.
he does all the cooking and stuff for
Aw,
it. And it's-
what a good lad.
yeah. And he's just like, yo, we can practice kissing so you know how to like kiss Dean better.
You know, helping bros
And
practice
you just
kissing.
lie in bed kissing for an afternoon.
Why not? Hey, you gotta the only way to get good at it is to do it. If your bro's willing to help you out, you can't beat it. Bros helping bros kiss.
All I can think
It's not
about
gay.
is that one scene from what was that anime where they got like the saran wrap and he was ready to kiss on his friend. It was the best.
That's a way you could practice. For those of you out there who want to kiss with your bros to practice kissing but don't want it to be gay, get some saran wrap and like just put it between your lips. It's contact that's close enough. You know, it's fine. You'll still get a little bit of the texture of the lips, but like you don't have to actually swap spit. It's fine. Pro tips.
That's stupid.
It's like, there's that one party game that people would play where they would all sit in a circle and have to pass like maybe $1 bill or a piece of like paper or something, like from like mouth to mouth. That like
I've never heard.
you've never heard of that before?
What is this?
It's like you're sucking in to keep a paper pressed against your lips, and you have to put it against the other person's lips, and they have to suck the paper and then move over to the next person, and it just goes in a circle.
That sounds stupid.
It's really dumb. Yeah, it's one of those. It's one of those games that people are like low key trying to just They want to be horny, but they're repressed.
So what? At like a wholesome Christian.
Have you ever been to a party like this?
No, I haven't.
Have you participated?
I have not participated in a party like this.
See, the parties that I've gone to is where they hang up a donut on the ceiling, and then you have to tie your hands around your back and then eat the donut.
And try to get the donut. That's a good game. But like, see that game the game I just
But
talked about
also,
is like a
that
game.
was when I was 5 years old.
I would play that game right now.
I was about to say, like, how would you get to the donut?
You jump
have to
up.
work for
You
it.
gotta jump and bite. You know, you
Jump
gotta
and bite.
you gotta show your ups and your reflexes with your mouth.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was a fun game.
That sounds awesome. I would play the hell out of that game, and I would
I
win
would
some.
not want to like try and swap a dirty, nasty bill
Yeah, right?
between other people's mouths.
Wait, how much was the bill?
Probably like a 1. Whatever
Not
was
even
available.
worth it. If it was like a
available.
hundo, maybe. And if I
Yeah.
got to keep it.
Yeah, facts. But, you know, like that kind of game you'd play at a game where they also play like 7 Minutes in Heaven or whatever the fuck. Or like Spin the Bottle or some shit. You know, games like that. At parties like that. Like I said, sexually repressed young people who are like, oh, it's just a game. It's okay if you get a quick 7-minute tuggy in the closet. It's the game. Ha ha ha.
I don't understand people.
I have a lot of questions right now.
Hey,
What parties have you heard of from other people? Just this?
I've heard about parties when I was in high school. I knew people that would party in high school. I knew a lot of people in high school. I just wasn't close friends with a lot of people in high school. So I didn't go to parties in high school.
I have another question to you.
Yes.
Do you like to party?
I could party. I'm capable of partying. I just don't know if I like to do
I am
it.
Darian Price and I like to party.
Hi, I like to party. It's summertime. I've got my hat on backwards and it's time to fucking party.
Oh my god.
It's a good meme.
Terrible.
It's great.
Oh my god.
All right. Sorry about that, folks.
Now let's
Sorry about
actually
that.
Start the episode.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
some serious bullshit.
That's fine. I'm not sure.
Starting a formula here.
Yeah.
Almost.
The 13-minute podcast. And then the episode.
See, what it's going to be is just you have to supercut the beginnings of every episode into about an hour-long block to get a full podcast. And
Oh
you're
no!
set.
If we do this at the same time, people are just gonna skip that 13 minutes.
You should put a skip mark in the description.
Oh
to
my
skip
god,
past
but that
the
means I would
bullshit.
have
That's
to.
effort.
I'd have to rewatch it and then put the timestamp.
You don't rewatch it anyway.
No.
You just record and then upload. it.
I don't even know what happens in each part. I usually find out from the comments, and I'm like, "Oh, that episode finally came out." Like when I got someone quoted me just going like, "I welcome Delta," and I was like, "Oh right, I said that."
I saw that one.
like I said that. Right.
That was quite a fucking discussion that we had. I
I
remember
think that
that.
happens with the Game Grumps too. Like they just do so much
I welcome.
in such like little time, and they don't think about it as soon as it's uploaded. But
Yeah.
then all their fans are just like, "This is the best," and they're like, "Huh, I actually did say that."
Oh, that shit's so
Right, that was a
funny.
month ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not sure why the deck is the first place I look, but it's where I find him. I watch him through the paneled curtains for a moment. He's sitting on a little swing set facing out towards the glaring bright desert. There's an empty plate with a fork on it next to him. There's also... he's also toying with the lighter Flynn gave him, flipping it open and closed a few times and holding it up to the light. Smoke wafts up from his lap, where I assume he's holding a joint. Quietly, I slide open the glass door and step out onto the wooden balcony. The deck is, of course, nice and big, stretching around half the house.
Speaking of joints, there was this post on Twitter I found of like, it was just like, my husband rolled the saddest joint and it was like literally just like it was basically just a strip of, here it is. Like, I'm crying. The beautiful husband rap of the most limp-wristed, pathetic, sickly blunt in the world.
It looks like a whisker.
Like, would it even light? Would it last more than 2 seconds?
No, it would just go up in flames.
What does it have,
like a teeny tiny crumb of weed inside.
What is he, on a weed diet?
I can only smoke this much a day.
Gotta make it last.
Just like, my husband has wrapped the most limp-wristed, pathetic, sickly blunt in the world.
That's such a good...
It's a good post.
Oh my god.
Oh, bless. Sorry. I was just reminded of
Also,
that.
speaking of joints.
Let's go!
So
Also-
you know these icicles on the tree, right? Mm-hmm. They're made of real glass.
Yeah.
They were individually wrapped.
And they look like
God.
they look like
Like
fat,
joints.
some fat doinks, man. Some
They look
big old
like
fat
joints,
doinks.
So like here, I took some pictures.
Some thick
It
joints,
was
bro.
the dumbest thing I've ever seen. I had to like unwrap each of them.
Oh my god.
A fat doink,
Someone who's
bro.
never done drugs.
So look at this mask.
Oh, he's alright.
It's cute.
Yeah.
He's a good lad.
Wasn't there a cartoon?
Yeah, there was.
Cartoon.
Yeah.
Never watched it.
Can we get like a real adaptation of The Mask?
Maybe.
Maybe.
You don't like the Jim Carrey mask?
Not really.
Oh, he's
I think it kind of sucks that like the main character in the comic is the girlfriend,
right.
and she's like sidelined in every adaptation
You know, she's
because she's a female.
because they want to focus on the wild, wacky antics of the mask.
She wears it a couple times.
They should do that in the movies. Well, didn't they do that in Son of the Mask? Didn't she get it?
Never watched it.
I don't think so. I thought it was just the kid and the guy.
I don't remember.
Yeah, yeah. Because she wears it, I think, twice. And the whole thing is like she's strong enough to take it off. Like she puts it on to do a thing and then takes it off immediately.
She's
Because she's strong-willed enough to like resist the temptation of keeping it on.
that's pretty cool.
And that's why like she's actually a really compelling main character. So
Wow,
it's just kind of
people-
sad to like she's just not in any of the adaptations.
Okay, people
Yeah.
are actually obsessed with this guy.
So when are we gonna watch Encanto?
I was gonna ask when we were gonna go see Encanto.
I don't know.
It's in theaters
At some point.
at some point.
Was it going to be on Disney Plus? I can't remember.
Well, it's not only in theaters right now, right?
Yeah.
To get people to like
Go to the
go
theater.
to theaters.
Yeah.
I assume this is to help mend the relationship between Disney and like theaters.
Can we drag Issa to go see Encanto? with
I hope
us?
so.
You have to fool him. I'll meet you at the theater, but you have to be like, "Hey, Issa, we're
No,
gonna go
okay,
into
so-
town," and then
I'm sorry, viewers, but so when How to Train Your Dragon 2 came out,
I'm sorry, viewers. Me too.
Ward from high school
Yeah.
asked me like, "Hey, do you want to meet up and watch that movie? We happen to be free that weekend."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Sure."
Uh-huh.
And he was like, "Oh, is anyone else coming?" Like, you know, and he like lists everyone. And I'm like, "Well, you were busy that weekend."
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, "I don't know if Issa's busy."
Uh-huh.
So we just drive to Issa's house, and I'm like, "Hey, Issa, we're gonna go out into town. You should join us." He was so upset. He was so upset because now that he's at the theater, he's like, "Oh, I don't want to like walk home." And I paid for his ticket, so he's like, "It'd be a waste." But he also didn't sleep that night, so he actually just slept through the movie. Also, he had never watched the original How to Train Your Dragon, so he was just like, "Why am I here?" Like,
We should do this again, but
And-
with Encanto. I feel like he'd be a lot more mad.
And he said like, he always asks where we're going, and I have to give him a real answer,
He does.
or else he won't get into the car with me because of that experience.
We have to fool him. Just say you're coming into town to meet me. which
Bruh.
is true.
Facts. Let's go.
And it happens to be at the movie theater. The one we're gonna go see in Kansas.
Oh my god. Oh my god, click to the next line.
Okay.
I see Carl's long ears twitch at the sound, and he lowers the lighter down into his lap, but doesn't turn around. Hey. He does turn around then and smiles.
Shit, I thought you were Leo or something.
Would that have been a bad thing? I look around, then just decide to sit next to him on the swing.
He'd have just pulled me back to the party.
I look over at him. He's looking down at his lighter, turning it over in his paw, the hoof portion of his fingers making clacking sounds against the metal. Those things always fascinate me. It seemed like it should make holding things more difficult, but he manages just fine. Are you okay? Carl huffs out a chuckle and leans his back against the cushioned back of the seat.
That's a great question. Everyone's always asking me that.
You just seem really uptight is all. Carl's demeanor is a lot more relaxed now, obviously. As to emphasize that he thought he takes another hit of his joint and holds his breath for a moment, then lets it out. The pungent smell envelops me.
I just don't like being around so many people. You know that.
Well, yeah, but you were fine around them these past few days. Carl rubs his forehead hard with the paw holding the joint, using his palm.
Yeah, well, things weren't about me then. Just felt a little bit put on the spot.
He coughs.
That shit just gets me nervous. Like, can't we just hang out and not make it about me?
I don't say anything, annoyed again that I just can't grasp what he means. Am I making you nervous? Carl finally does look at me, then his massive horns sway towards me.
No, you never do, Chase.
I do look away at that point, almost feeling self-conscious at the way he opened up to me.
And thanks for trying to get me to talk earlier. Just makes me feel guilty, though. The way people try to include me in things and then I just disappoint them. But you just don't really force me into shit. Everyone feels like I need to do something. Why can't I just decide that for myself?
I push against the ground, making the swing sway a little, trying to think of the right thing to say. I mean, it's good to do stuff, right? You can't just sit around doing nothing forever.
I guess. It's just that I worry enough about it myself. I don't need other people doing it for me.
I lean back in the swing for a bit, looking out over the desert.
Man, I'm hungry. Wish I'd brought more cake with me.
Not enough incentive to go back in?
Not yet.
I could get you some. He smirks at me.
You one of those fat fetishists just feeding me garbage so my moves get bigger?
You don't have moves, I felt them.
Yeah, can't keep your paws off me. You have a thing for my fat ass?
I look him over, as if studying his figure.
Hey!
He covers his chest. Well, I do actually like bigger guys, and there's nothing wrong with extra weight, especially if it's carried well.
Well, it's not hard to find bigger guys than you, Chase. You're very twinky.
I mean, yes.
Yeah.
He looks at me expectantly. Which you do.
Sweet. You know, you seem like you'd be a pretty dope boyfriend. Just feed me cake all day, then get off on the results.
I'm about to shoot back with something snarky when a stumbling figure catches my eye. Out on the sun-baked asphalt of the road in front of Carl's house, I see a thin figure, a weasel. I think running up the road.
Oh, the Duke's showing up.
He stops, panting, paws on his knees before he looks over his shoulder again. His whole body slumps, then, like the air's gone out of him, like he's given up on something. He turns around to look back up the road. He's far away, but even from here, I can tell that he's looking. He's talking. Carl looks over at my silence, then down at the road where I'm looking. Is that Duke?
Yeah, that's him. Must be on something. He usually is.
Duke finally turns around and starts to cower. He's his paws up to surrender. His lips are still moving rapidly, reminding me of someone who's trying to say as much as they can before something cuts them off. Really, a yawn?
What? It wasn't even loud. No one would have heard it. Why you gotta be this way? It just happens.
Wow, you got so defensive so quick.
I have to point it out. It's not like I was being rude or anything. I'm just tired and, I'm not breathing fully. Gotta get oxygen to my brain.
Do you need a breathing tube?
I do.
You should get your nose checked.
Yeah, no, my nose is still pretty congested.
Yeah. You could get one of those breathing tubes like in concert band to like help expand your throat to breathe better for no other reason than it's funny.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I kind of want one to like work on breathing exercises and stuff. It would be very useful to me for the choir and also playing like clarinet.
I was going to say, for playing the guitar, right?
Yeah, I need to learn breath control for playing the guitar.
Yeah.
It's very important.
It boosts your stamina, so it's easier for you to like strum for longer amounts of time.
I mean, I suppose, but you're not strumming a length of time where it's just difficult to do that.
It's fine.
I'm not playing 20-minute prog songs, so it's like, whatever.
Sure. What do you think? I trail off as Duke suddenly whips his head around to look up at us, then starts pointing up at our balcony.
Uh-oh. Let's hope the doors are locked.
Carl chuckles, obviously finding the whole thing hilarious, but I'm a bit more on edge. I don't really feel like he's high. Duke's movements are far too focused, more precise, like he's all there. And for some reason, it feels like he's looking directly at me. I furrow my brow, watching as the weasel turns towards us, sticking a foot out to take a step. The sound of the sliding glass door retching open nearly makes me jump out of my skin. What the hell are you guys doing? Having guy time. Jenna marches.
R.I.P. R.I.P. your bottle cap.
It's gone. Jenna marches around the swing set to stand in front of us, paws on her hips. Okay, so I didn't want to mention this because, we spent a lot of time not actually reading. But is this like a raised balcony?
Yeah, it's on the second floor.
With a swing set on it?
Yeah. Yeah.
That sounds so dangerous.
No, I mean, as long as it's secured, you're not gonna like swing yourself off the balcony.
You say that, but I'd be tempted every second.
You'd be welcome to try, but I don't think you could like sufficiently get enough momentum
Honestly,
on a swing like that.
The way that they were describing it, it sounds like one of those swing benches.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
like a swing.
I feel like I could
bench.
still fling myself over like railing on that.
If you tried hard enough, I'm sure you could.
Yeah,
but to your average swing bench enjoyer, that's not going to really be an issue.
The average swing bench enjoyer.
You just sway.
Right. Man, so I saw one of those, like, the average fan versus the average... The average fan was, like, the average Amicus fan. And it was just the guy screaming, and then, like, the average Nephidu enjoyer.
Facts.
No, that's facts. That's facts.
Someone that I follow has a review about Sing 2.
Oh, yeah.
Did they write it?
It said it's bigger than the first film, but sadly repeats a lot of the first film rather than expands on it. Some of the songs numbers are fantastic, animation's great, and the children will love it, but I personally find it just okay.
Oh, so it's the exact same as the first?
Yeah.
Josh.
Wow, it's an Illumination film.
Did I tell you that I
Yes.
keep getting tagged in tweets from like the official Sing 2 Twitter?
They know. They know that you dislike Mr. Moon and that you have a vendetta against him.
they tag me in they tag me in these like reminders with like a link to the trailer. And I get
Why? What did you do?
I don't remember.
Hunting you down specifically.
Oh my god. Oh, there's Johnny.
But I'm pretty sure it's out now, isn't it?
I
yeah,
mean,
I mean,
yes.
yeah, that's what that would mean. Sing 2's out, everyone, let's go.
Would you rather watch that first or Encanto first?
I'd rather watch Sing 2 any day of the week.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, lit. We have this on record.
They're gonna be coming after you harder.
They really will. I'm gonna get another notification.
You might as well
of that.
sponsor them right now.
Today's episode brought to you by Sing 2 by
Sing 2.
Elimination.
Yo, if I got sponsored by Illumination, I'd be down.
That'd be pretty cool.
Honestly, they have a lot of money.
Right? Right? I'll promote a stupid minion plush for money.
Oh my god, you fucking sellout.
Right?
God
right?
damn.
And today's sponsor, Raid Shadow
Raid
Legends.
Shadow Legends. Oh my god. What if though? That's the selling out money that you do take because it's funny. Hell yeah. Whoa, what's up, Jenna?
Carl leans back in the swing, elbow over the back, smiling. The fox's eyes narrow as she sees the joint. Don't look at us like that. Did you forget who this party was for? Carl shrugs and rubs his forehead again.
Leo, I'm guessing?
No, we spent all day yesterday getting this ready for you, Leo especially. Now get back upstairs and have your party. Wow, Jenna's just like so demanding.
She's really like
Major mom mode.
Right? Carl sits quietly for a moment. I had to like double take if that was quietly for a moment, then glances at me.
No, I don't think I will.
One day. He's not smiling anymore. His face expressionless. Head turned back toward Jenna, but his eyes are wandering off towards the side, looking up at the sky. Why not?
Because I didn't fucking ask for it.
Yeah, he didn't.
I pretend to look at my phone. Yo, same.
He's like, yo, I'm not here anymore.
What, a party? I'm so sorry you were trying to be thoughtful, Carl. Maybe we should just forget you next time.
Damn, Jana.
Jenna, it's okay. We're just hanging out. She ignores me. I see the skin inside Carl's ear and around his nose turning red. Since he was a kid, Carl didn't deal well with conflict, usually running away the first chance he got.
No, this was for Leo. I just don't understand why we couldn't do something that didn't involve...
Sorry, Carl, but that's life. Sometimes you have to come out of your room. Sometimes you have to be the center of attention, and sometimes, God forbid, you have to talk to people.
But what if I just want to stay up here and hide? Who gives a fuck?
The look on Jenna's face is approaching contempt. Are you kidding me? This is difficult for you? Jenna. Again, she ignores me. I might as well be talking to a statue, or maybe I'm the statue that she isn't paying attention to. I feel like something must have happened downstairs. This isn't like her. You never realize how good you have it, Carl. If you ever had a taste of what I went through. I can practically feel the heat radiating off of Carl's body. He looked down at his lap.
Are you blaming me for that?
His voice breaks.
This wasn't his choice either.
Facts.
We all have our problems.
Some easier than others. Carl glares at her, trying to be angry, but I can tell it's not working.
You don't know the kind of shit I have to deal with.
Like being rich?
No, it's like myself.
Oh, how terrible. The one thing you have full control over.
No! That's so fucking unfair.
The quaver?
Mm-hmm.
Quaver?
Quiver?
Quaver. Quaver.
Is that?
Yeah, like a quavering in the voice.
Quaver.
Yeah, quaver. To quaver.
Quaver.
Shake or tremble in speaking, typically through nervousness or emotion.
Yeah.
Okay. The quaver in Carl's voice doesn't exactly sound convincing, and the pot doesn't seem to be helping, as I can see his fingers shaking. Just like life. Carl's face is bewildered.
What the fuck did I do, Jenna? Did I say something wrong earlier?
Out of habit, he lifts the joint in his muzzle with his shaking finger. But then flinches as Jenna steps forward. I guess he thought she was gonna slap him or something, but instead, she just reaches forward and plucks the joint out of his grasp. Right before flicking it back at his face. Jenna!
Damn, Jenna.
Jenna! What?
Wow.
Oh my god. It hits his nose and Carl flinches again. Without a word, Jenna spins on her heels and opens the door even harder than she did for the first time. I'm stunned. I haven't seen Jenna that angry since she was in middle school, and definitely never at Carl. Carl doesn't say anything, instead rubbing at his nose, leaning back in the seat. The inside of his ears are still flushed a deep red.
What the fuck was that?
I don't know. Something must have happened. That wasn't Jenna. I'll ask Leo about it later.
I didn't do anything, did I?
I get her being upset, because they did put some effort into it, but also, if he's not in the mood, they should respect that.
Yeah, they can just turn it into a get-together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, if you don't want it, in the perspective of, a birthday party.
If Carl was more direct about it, saying, hey, I don't really want this, I don't feel comfortable about this, and...
We can still hang out, we can still have the cake.
Let's just chill.
Let's just put on a movie, have some fun.
Yeah, just people being honest and not being so, confrontational about it.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know, Jenna's, almost as confrontational as Flynn is sometimes.
Yeah. No, that was
almost.
That was mean.
You just don't see it in Leo and Flynn's routes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because she's trying to be the better person in those routes, but it's man, in Carl and in her own route, you're oh, Jenna.
She probably
say what's on your mind, girl.
I mean, it would make sense that she kind of has maybe a little bit of that animosity just for Carl's situation.
Yeah,
just because,
she's envious of his life.
Yeah, I mean, she
with his riches and stuff.
Yeah, and having everything,
but
having
at the
a
same
caring
time,
family.
She needs to understand that wasn't his choice either.
Yeah,
right.
He was just born in that life.
Yeah, but Jenna doesn't respect people.
It wasn't her choice to be in a very shitty, poor family.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So. It's just how it is.
Yeah.
They need to actually listen to each other.
Characters in Echo listening to each other.
Miscommunication.
Hell no. We don't listen in this world.
No.
Not in this one.
It does make me appreciate our friend group because we we sometimes have a little bit of friction, but we always talk it out, and it's something that I think all friend group should have.
Yeah, have a little intervention meeting
and listen to each other,
Yeah, I get it. I shrug, no words coming to mind. We sit in silence a while, listening to the train horns. Looking down, I see the joint still smoking up from the plank of the wood. Slowly, I lean over and pick it up before holding it out to Carl.
Get us.
He takes it and looks at it for a second. Raising his paw, he pauses, then takes a drag before flicking it off to the side of the balcony. He lets his head sag, his big horns dipping towards the floor as he closes his eyes. Slowly, I pull my arm around his shoulder. He leans into me and doesn't pull away.
Oh,
Right?
Carl.
It sounds like he just needs more positive encouragement. Like someone that can push him into the right direction, but definitely not in ways of Flynn or Jenna.
Right.
And
Yeah.
his parents too.
Yeah, maybe people a little bit less abrasive.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So before we end this episode,
Okay.
I wanted to say an otter fact.
Oh man! Oh shit! Otter facts! Oh no!
Let's go.
Holy cow!
So, otter fact: sea otters eat 25% of their body weight in food every day. Sea otters' diet includes sea urchins, crabs, mussels, and clams, which they're known to crack open with a rock. That's adorable.
That's so
and
good.
eat while floating in the water.
They're so smart.
To find food, sea otters may occasionally dive as deep as 250 feet and will use their sensitive whiskers to locate small prey inside crevices or their strong forepaws to dig for clams.
That's so good.
Right?
You know what's my favorite thing? Are videos from zoos where they just give them a shit ton of ice.
Oh, otters
and they're
love
all
munching on some
crunching
ice.
'em.
It's good
it's
shit.
my favorite.
I like when they give them a clam and you get to see them like smack at it and then just like sit there and just
I saw
float
this,
around on their back
So
eating
is-
their meal.
So is Chase a river otter or a sea otter?
yeah, he's a river otter.
Okay, what about what's his name from Smoke Room?
I'm sure they're both just
Both
like river otters.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
Well-
it makes sense for the area. I guess.
I mean for the area, but what is his name from the otter boy from Smoke Room?
Yeah, he's a river otter, I'm pretty sure.
He looks like the way his body's shaped. He looks more like a sea otter. He's wider.
I mean, maybe then. I don't know.
I mean, like just looking at the difference between him and Chase, because Chase is
I mean,
a little.
facts.
a little-
I just kind of assumed that was like an art design decision.
It could be. I don't know. It's the same world, so I would assume maybe different types of otters. But
What? They have...
I mean, Mr. Bronson doesn't.
So
even look like a
someone
fucking
brought
otter.
this up, and it's really weird,
Uh-huh.
but kind of funny.
Okay.
And that's like, in Echo, they have animal genitalia. But in Smoke Room, they have like human-esque
like
genitalia.
regular
yeah.
peonies. Why?
I don't know.
Like William doesn't have the knot or anything.
No,
He
you like...
just has regular cock and balls.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Why? Why though? I thought furries liked the knot and all that shit or whatever.
Well, that's like actually bestiality. I don't know. That's weird.
I don't know. I guess it's subjective.
I suppose.
Like, it's just kind of like, wow, you're actually just looking at animal genitalia
Fair. It's
and getting horny
Some of them
looking at
look
it.
freaking
true.
weird, honestly.
It is
Yeah.
a little odd. But so you said in Echo they have animal genitalia.
I mean, they already
Yeah, 'cause
have
remember-
human-like bodies. You might as well just.
Yeah, like...
Yeah.
Because remember, in Jenna's route, he talks about having his pink flesh out.
Yeah, true. And like Flynn doesn't have balls on the
Yeah.
outside because he's a lizard.
Yeah.
Interesting. But it's different in Smoke Room where they all just have like
Yeah.
regular people balls and,
Yeah.
and dick.
Regular people balls.
Regular people balls and dick. Okay. Interesting.
So it is.
All
what it
right,
is,
yeah.
Right.
Well, thank you for the otter facts. It's been so long. It's been like 40 episodes. Easy.
We'll bring it back just the one time.
Yes. I feel blessed. Truly blessed this day.
We'll see you around, everyone.